there. It's Friday, July 12th. Time for Proverbs 12. Let's jump over there and we'll get into it. More Proverbs. Okay. First one. Whoever loves discipline loves knowledge, but the one who hates correction is stupid. Now, do you like to be corrected? Sometimes you got to learn things the hard way, you know? And sometimes you learn things better when you learn them the hard way, because you're like, I'm not going to do that again, right? The good person obtains favor from the Lord, but he condemns a man who schemes. Scheming, dirty planning, yeah. Lots of that going on, huh? Man cannot be made secure by wickedness, but the root of the righteous is immovable. You like that? Man cannot be made secure by wickedness. We'll come back to that. A capable wife, what does it say? A wife of quality or wife of character is her husband's crown, but a wife who causes shame is like rottenness in his bones. Yeah, like that. I'm gonna go over here. Just keep my. Sometimes it's interesting to look up another version here. A worthy wife is her husband's joy and crown. A shameful wife saps his strength. Saps his strength. All right. You remember Solomon had 700 wives, so there was probably always at least one of them that was unhappy, right? The thoughts of the righteous are just, but guidance from the wicked leads to deceit. A lot of that going on in Washington, isn't there? Guidance from the wicked. They call them lobbyists. Somebody giving you money you didn't earn to do what they want instead of what your constituents want, and it happens everywhere in the world, unfortunately. Okay, the words of the wicked are a deadly ambush, but the speech of the upright rescues them. Right? Truth. Truth is always there, and you can't change it because it's truth, right? 7, the wicked are overthrown and perish, but the house of the righteous will stand. Right. Ultimately. 8, a man is praised for his insight, but a twisted mind is despised. Right. Right. Better to be dishonored, yet have a servant, than act important, but have no food. Well, there's a lot of people that do this. Of course, we don't have servants anymore, but yeah. Act important. We're going to highlight that just because, I mean, so many things come to mind. Okay? A lot of people that are on public assistance, but they have nice cars and brand new phones and fancy hairdos, expensive clothes, but they're really broke and they have no food at home. All right. Better to be dishonored and have a servant than to act important but have no food. Right. This one's important. A righteous man cares about his animal's health, but even the merciful acts of the wicked are cruel. Right. If you want to tell the kind of person somebody is, watch how they treat animals. Okay? If you see someone that would kick an animal out of their way, that is not the kind of person you want to hang out with. Okay? It's just not. Okay? Good people care about animals. And animals know. Animals will be drawn to good people. And they will not be drawn to bad people. Okay? There's a saying out now that, you know, I don't trust a person who doesn't like my dog, but I will trust my dog who doesn't like a person. Okay? They know. And if you want to know how somebody really is on the inside, look how they treat animals. Okay? If they can just mercilessly kill something without thinking about it. Okay, 11. The one who works his land will have plenty of food, but whoever chases fantasies lacks sense. Yeah, that's a yellow. Work, okay? Any job is a righteous job. If you're working to feed your family and pay your bills, okay? Well, there's people around, they call them dreamers now, that just chase fantasies. One of these days, I'm going to be rich, right? Without working. Because they lack sense. The wicked desire what evil men have, but the root of the righteous produces fruit. Right? There's a lot of people around here now that idolize stars and people and millionaires who work for their money, whether they got it through ill-gotten gain or not. People still look up to them, and I want to be like that. Okay? Wicked desire what evil men have. Okay? You're calling them wicked just because they sit there and dreaming of being like somebody else, having what somebody else has? Yeah, that's what they're saying. So I highlight that too, just because we talked about it. An evil man is trapped by his rebellious speech, but a righteous one escapes from trouble. What does that say over here? Sinful talk. Transgression of his lips. The wicked are trapped by their own words. Right? An evil man is trapped by his rebellious speech, or wicked words, or sinful talk. But a righteous one escapes from trouble. Right? You know how to do that? Always tell the truth. Okay? If you always tell the truth, you won't have to remember anything. Okay? If you never lie, you'll never have to remember anything. 14, a man will be satisfied with good by the words of his mouth, and the work of a man's hands will reward him. Right? What you say will come back to you. Okay? What you say will come back to you. Say good things. Okay? 15, a fool's way is right in his own eyes, but whoever listens to counsel is wise. Okay? Get advice. Find a wise person who's done what you're trying to do, and they will be glad to tell you how they do it, and they will be glad to tell you what not to do. Because, hey, I did this, and it did not work. So, don't do that. Okay? 16, a fool's displeasure is known at once, but whoever ignores an insult is sensible. Okay? Whoever ignores an insult is sensible. Just keep scrolling, okay? On the internet, just keep scrolling. Yeah. It's that easy. Whoever speaks the truth declares what is right, but a false witness, deceit. Right? Lies. Speak the truth. Always speak the truth. There is one who speaks rashly like a piercing sword, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. Lots of those out there now, too. 19, truthful lips endure forever, but a lying tongue, only a moment. Okay? The truth will never change. The truth will always be the truth. 20, deceit is in the hearts of those who plot evil, but those who promote peace have joy. Joy. That's good. That's a good one. 21, no disaster overcomes the righteous, but the wicked are full of misery. Right? If you're righteous, there's always something will always turn out in your favor. Okay? Okay, 22. Lying lips are detestable to the Lord, but faithful people are his delight. Okay? Lying lips. Lots of that going on. 23. A shrewd person conceals knowledge, but a foolish heart publicizes stupidity. Yeah. See these foolish people going on, I know everything, and they're just stupid. Okay. What does this mean? A shrewd person conceals knowledge. Keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. Just that easy. 99% of the time, the answer is just to keep your mouth shut. Okay? 24, the diligent hand will rule, but laziness will lead to forced labor. Right? Right. 25, anxiety in a man's heart weighs it down, but a good word cheers it up. Anxiety in a man's heart. I'm looking over here. It says it better over here. Worry. Worry. I like that. Worry weighs a man's heart. Worry. Okay? Let's make it up. Copy more. There it is. So I'm going to put a note on that. Worry in a man's heart weighs it down, but a good word cheers it up. Okay? Don't worry. Be happy. All right? 26. A righteous man is careful in dealing with his neighbor, but the ways of the wicked lead them astray. Right? 27. A lazy man doesn't roast his game, but to a diligent man his wealth is precious. Yeah? You're prudent. Take care of your stuff. 28. There is life in the path of righteousness, but another path leads to death. Okay, got that? Another path leads to death. Or in its path. There is no death. And the true one is, in the path of the righteous there is no death. Okay? So, there you go. That is Proverbs 12. See what we highlighted 3. Man cannot be made secure by wickedness. Like that. Man cannot be made secure by wickedness, but the root of the righteous is immovable. It's just, what he's saying, you can't. These people are always worried. They're always worried about something. Why do you think so many rich people are in rehab and they're taking drugs and they're doing awful illegal things and trying to fill a spot there that cannot be filled with money? Okay, can't be filled with money. It can only be filled with God and Christ and the Holy Spirit living in you. That space was reserved for that. And if you don't have that, it'll always be empty, and you'll always have this need to fill it with something. They try money. Well, that didn't work. More money. Well, that didn't work. Drugs. That works for a second, but then makes things worse. Where are we at? Yeah. We're way up there. Okay. We highlighted 9. We're going to leave that yet have a servant off. Better to be dishonored than to act important but have no food. Right? It's better to be humble. Instead of having this facade and making everybody think you're something you're not. Goes on a lot. And I would never understand why people care what people who don't know them and will never see them again may think of them. Okay? Who cares? They do. We highlighted 10. A righteous man cares about his animal's health, but even the merciful acts of the wicked are cruel. Okay? Again, if you want to tell somebody's true nature, watch how they treat animals. All animals. Okay? Even the small chipmunks and squirrels and rabbits and dogs and cats and birds. You'll be able to tell. Okay, we highlighted 11. The one who works his land will have plenty of food, but whoever chases fantasies lacks sense. These dreamers sit around planning and scheming of what they're going to do to get rich quick. They fall for all those stupid things on the internet. Do this and you'll make $1 million like I did. And the guy that made $1 million made $1 million selling his idea to people like you for $29 or $49, right? This is a $5,000 value. I'm giving it to you for $129. No, it's not. That's chasing fantasies, okay? We highlighted 12. The wicked desire what evil men have, but the root of the righteous produces fruit. Okay? The wicked. And it's hard to call some people wicked. Some people that don't follow God in them, but they'll follow a rock star, right? Or a music star, or a celebrity, or an actor. You know, I want to be like him. Or desire what they have. They're wicked. Okay? The root of the righteous produces fruit. Be righteous. Follow God. Fear the Lord. Okay? We highlighted 14. A man will be satisfied with good by the words of his mouth. Like that. And the work of a man's hands will reward him. Let's always tell the truth. Or, better yet, keep your mouth shut. Unless you have something very important to say. That's not going to hurt somebody. A fool's displeasure is known at once, but whoever ignores an insult is sensible. You got that? People insult you, ignore it. It makes you sensible. Don't respond. Just let it roll off. Whatever, dude. You know? If you want to think that, okay. Can we highlight 23? A shrewd person conceals knowledge, but a foolish heart publicizes stupidity. You have these people out there shooting their mouth off. I can do anything. I'm so smart. I'm an expert. Blah, 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 blah. A shrewd person conceals knowledge. Keep your mouth shut. If somebody really wants to know what you think, they'll ask you personally. And even then, be humble. Well, I don't know everything, but I know a little bit, you know. And we should highlight this just because we wrote a note about it. Anxiety in a man's heart weighs it down, but a good word cheers it up, okay? And this anxiety is worry, okay? Worry in a man's heart weighs it down, but a good word cheers it up, okay? Worry. Worry is a terrible thing. Yeah. And that's what we highlighted. That's Proverbs 12 for July 12th. That's cool. We're getting there. Almost halfway through another one. Right? The 11th time. Okay. Stay tuned later today. We are through the Bible in 1 year. We're on day 194, I believe. And we're doing one chapter in Chronicles, and then Isaiah, 4 chapters in Isaiah. And Isaiah is exciting. He's talking. He was a prophet, and he prophesied things. A lot of it's already happened, and some of it hasn't. Right? Because, I mean, God knows what's going to happen from the beginning of the world to the end of the world, okay? He knows what's going to. And sometimes he gives these prophets insights. You know, this is going to happen, and this is going to happen, and this way over there is going to happen. All right? And it's interesting to read that stuff. So stay tuned for that. Give us a like if you think about it. But until later on, we'll do it again. See you later.